Good evening, good evening, good evening. Give me just a second as I'm having some technical difficulty tonight. Don't know why, but just taking me a second to make sure that everything is going well. Should give me in about another 10 seconds. And once I do verify that everything is going well, we will go ahead and have the show as scheduled. So it does look like things are going. We're broadcast normally on 3 platforms at once, which is normally YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Right now, tonight, for some reason, YouTube is giving me major problems. Don't know why. A little strange for me to do a broadcast and not do live and interact with YouTube, but I'm going to get through it because that's what I do. Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. Man of the People, coming to you to talk about the recent transactions for the Carolina Panthers as promised. When that news breaks, unless I just absolutely can't make it, I'm going to continue to keep you all updated with live videos when that does happen. So tonight we have a couple of things that we're going to go over. And then I don't have my YouTube audience, which is mostly where my interaction comes from. But if there are questions out there, I will certainly get to those. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the big news. Austin Corbett has returned to the Carolina Panthers. It's announced today by the team that they have signed center Austin Corbett back to this Carolina Panthers team. Little round of applause for that happening. There we go. Sorry for the echo. I forgot to mute myself there. But yes, congratulations to Austin Corbett for returning to the Carolina Panthers. A great thing, right? We did have Cade Mays and LeBron Ray that was signed the other day, but Cade Mays was the center for, I believe it was about 8 games during the season, after which Austin got sidelined due to his injury. Cade Mays came in, played well. Young guy, doesn't cost a lot of money, but now we have depth, right? There's nothing wrong with having depth. There's nothing wrong with having Austin Corbett as your veteran, solid leader, starting center, and then having Cade Mays who can come in there, back him up should injury happen. Or Cade could even bounce to some other positions as well. So good job by the Carolina Panthers securing Austin Corbett. And now what do we have? We have our entire line back. Icky, Damian Lewis, Austin Corbett, Taylor Moton, Robert Hunt. We have all of those guys back who were very, very crucial and critical in having Bryce Young, after he was benched, come back and have an exceptional year, finishing out the year very strong with the Carolina Panthers. And now we have reason to continue to be excited. Now, a 1-year deal obviously means that it's a little bit of a, we'll give you a little bone, but you got to prove some things to us, Austin. He's been hurt and missed significant time. 1 second. He's been hurt and has missed significant time 2 years in a row. So it's a little bit of a prove it, and I'm sure they'll be more than willing to give Austin a longer deal should he make it through this 3rd season without any injury. So good ending to what was an interesting week, right? Austin Corbett earlier in the week posting on his Facebook account, hey, David Newton claims he needs to be in our locker room, blah, 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 blah. So, in my opinion, this here was about Austin saying, hey, man, I'm trying to work out a deal with this team, all right? I don't care what you heard, what you said, but this is where we currently are. So I feel like, part of Austin putting it out there was to say, hey, I really want to be with this Carolina Panthers team. And why did it take so long? Well, I have my suspicion. I have my idea. So I'm going to share that with you here in just a second. Let's see here. So I'm going to share with you a clip from, I'm just going to share the clip and let you guys hear it, because I have my suspicions on why this,
just a minute ago,
why this may have taken the minute that it has taken. Here we go. Take a listen.
Be a smart move.
Okay. And just a minute ago, you're on the podium, right? And you're talking about the free agents that you guys have, and it seems like you're very open to letting these guys test the market and then come back to you if that's possible, instead of being aggressive with getting those guys.
Right.
What's the reasoning behind that kind of logic that you have?
Yeah, I think if if a player's agent thinks a value of a player is worth a lot more than what we think, then obviously we're going to let that player go, test the market. So we're always going to put a value on a player. If they think it's a lot more than that, then we have to let them test it. And maybe they come back to us, maybe they don't. So, but that's the gamble that we're going to take.
I feel like this is Dan Morgan establishing his NFL persona of how he deals with things.
Yeah.
All right, and I am now back. And again, it's weird not having my YouTube audience, but again, I wanted to go ahead and get this video out before it got too much later. But that was Dan Morgan and I just last week, and Andy talking about the way that he approaches things. So I feel like a little bit of this was played into it. One is this guy's been injured. Two, what is his contract going to be? And hey, we need you in at this level because we believe in you, but you got to look at it from our standpoint. There is some risk to you. So, I believe the Dan Morgan persona is starting to come out. That he'll dig his heels in a little bit and try to get his team the best deal. Of course, this is also backed by Brant Tillis, the guy who does all the numbers crunches and everything. But certainly Dan's kind of they play hand in hand in helping shape the roster from those perspectives of, hey, one guy's playing hardball, the visual person, the other guy's back there giving him the numbers. So nevertheless, Austin Corbett, he's back, and that's a good thing for Bryce Young, Dave Canales, if you will, as well, and the whole rest of this Carolina Panthers team. Now, we also had another thing happen. Tommy Tremble has signed a 2-year deal with the Carolina Panthers. Again, Tommy Tremble, Carolina Panthers not taking no days off, right? Tommy Tremble signing a 2-year deal, returning with the Carolina Panthers. And Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network reported that his 2-year contract worth up to $16 million, $8 million guaranteed. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing. Again, 2 years, $16 million, up to $16 million. 8 million of that is guaranteed. And hey, the Carolina Panthers have been working on this list right here. So this was a list that has not been updated, but this was a list as of, whenever the season ended for the Carolina Panthers, early January. We had 3 tight ends that are free agents: Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas, Felipe Franks, only having Jatavian Sanders still being signed. So now we have Tommy Tremble, that leaves Ian Thomas and Felipe Franks. Will they return? Won't they return? We don't know. But as the news breaks, I will do my job in keeping you all updated with that information. So could this have been one of the... didn't mean to put that out there. Look at this moment right here. Tommy Tremble jumping and stiff arming. Could that have been one of the reasons that they brought this athletic guy back who seems to be another talent that can block and also catch the ball and do some things like this, some athletic moves on the field? So hats off to Tommy Tremble. Congrats to Tommy Tremble. That'll be your update for this evening for the Carolina Panthers. Tommy Tremble, brain fart, Tommy Tremble, Austin Corbett. Gee whiz. So let me see if I had any other news that I want to bring to you all's attention before I get out of here. I don't think there is. Nope, that'll be it. Gosh darn, I wish I had been able to be live on YouTube, because then I can interact with you guys and see what questions you have. That's part of being man of the people, is taking your questions. So we'll wrap it up for tonight. See you Monday. Actually, don't know the next day I'll see you, because it just depends on when news breaks. But free agency does start next week. So once again, help me reach 20,000 subscribers, okay? Interviews like that you just saw with Dan Morgan, it helps because they know I have people watching. So please like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Those things help the channel be found by other people on YouTube. Helps me grow, all right? Thank you so much for watching and tuning in tonight. Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.